Hi, I'm Katie Barr, and this is BocaMatters. Eric Pendergraft is the newcomer to the race for Seat 5 on the Greater Beach and Park District Commission. He's here with us today to give us a little insight as to why he's requesting your vote. Hi, Eric. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, Katie. Happy to be here.
Glad you could. So a lot of our viewers will not be familiar with you. Maybe you'll give us a little background as to who you are.
Sure, happy to. I am originally from Jacksonville, Florida, and I came down here in 2011 after graduating from law school in Tallahassee. And since that time, I've been enjoying the local beaches and parks in Boca Raton. And until March, probably the last normal day that many of us remember, I was living in an apartment at the beach, enjoying everything that that area had to offer. So 7 years at the beach, paddleboarding, going to Spanish River Park, enjoying A1A, and now I'm out west, but I'm still enjoying the beach as much as anyone else can during this crazy time.
Right, right. Wow, that sounds a perfect location. So you've been in Boca, what, like 7 years or so, did you say?
So I've been here since 2011, and I was at the beach for the last 7 years, and now I am out west enjoying a much bigger space.
Yeah. Well, okay, so you're requesting a seat on the board. Do you know any of the history of the early days?
Yeah, I do. The board was, the district was set up to widen the taxpayer base to run and purchase and finance the parks in the greater Boca Raton area. And that was in the 1970s. And in exchange for people not within the strict city limits paying taxes into this new district, those folks, luckily, in my opinion, got access to our beaches and parks. They're able to get the beach pass, and they're using the parks just like the city of Boca Raton residents.
Right, right. So what motivated you to run for the seat?
So what motivated me to run was when I was at the beach, it was a little apartment just south of Spanish River Park. And just south of that little rental apartment community, there was a plot of land that I would walk by and I would paddle by when I was paddleboarding. And I would say, what is this? It had a big no trespassing sign, keep out. It's public land, but you can't use it. So I researched it and I found out that this is a prime plot of land called Ocean Strand that was actually purchased by the Beach and Park District over 20 years ago, and they've never actually done anything with it. And no one, none of the taxpayers of the district are able to enjoy this great piece of land without trespassing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what really got me motivated to come into this race and dip my toe for the first time into local politics.
Mm. So if you're elected, what changes would you like to see on the board?
A few changes. Going back to the Ocean Strand issue, what I would like to see is opening up that area in a very green and sustainable way. It would be a terrible shame if they were to tear down those trees and build a hotel or a restaurant, which I've heard some people would like to do. I think there is a better way to open that up and to utilize that prime piece of Ocean Strand property. And specifically, that would be a park that is open to cyclists, to pedestrians, and you'd be able to use that park, go down there, see that nice trail, and then you'd have access to the intercoastal to launch paddleboards, kayaks, small sailboats. And what I'd like to see happen is the government partner with our local businesses. So some of those local businesses could offer concessions, because I can tell you, Katie, no one likes hauling a paddleboard down the street. So you could maybe be able to go down there, drop your bike off, lock it up, access a water fountain, sit at a picnic table, and rent a paddleboard or a kayak, go out on the intercoastal and enjoy that beautiful intercoastal view.
Yeah. You know, what you're talking about sounds a little bit about the whole Blue Way concept. Are you familiar with that?
No, I'm not.
It's kind of a, it's a city and beach and park collaboration, connecting all the like waterfront parks together so people can do just what you're saying.
Right.
So yeah, that sounds great. I know, have you been following any of the board meetings?
I have, and I know the hot button issue for most people is that Boca Teeca golf course. And listen, I am not what anyone would term an avid golfer. I have a set of clubs and some shoes, but I'm never really out on the links as much as some of my friends and family are. But that issue is the Beach and Park District entered into an option contract to purchase a plot of golf course in the Boca Teeca area in the northern part of Boca Raton, and to convert that into a public golf course. Public golf courses are great, but the problem is the plan from the developer really called for the Beach and Park District to overspend and overpay. There was a $5 million appraisal, and the original idea, which has since been scaled back, was to spend, I believe, over $20 million purchasing that plot of land, and then an additional $20 to $30 million developing it. I would term myself a political progressive. I am not opposed to taxes when they're smartly raised and used, but to me, it's pretty obscene to be committing to spending that much money on a golf course. An orphanage is one thing, a golf course is another thing. I think it could be done for much less money, with a better plan, in closer collaboration with the city of Boca Raton, and potentially on another site. So I know the most recent meetings have been kind of dominated by that issue, and that's my position on that Boca Teeca issue.
Yeah. So do you think that how would you help the beach and parks in the city have a better collaboration?
Well, I think it's unfortunately, from what I've been able to see, a clash of personalities, which is really unfortunate. The Beach and Park District was established to work closely in collaboration with the city. So unfortunately, I think that members of the Beach and Park District, including the incumbent that I'm planning to run against, really have a hard time admitting their mistakes and then backtracking to work better with the city of Boca Raton. If they were to kind of swallow their pride and work better with the city of Boca Raton and the city council, I think that there'd be members on that city council that would be willing to collaborate and jointly fund the purchase of a golf course for a much more reasonable price. People need to be able to sit down and work together without being wedded to this one idea, which I think is frankly a terrible idea.
Okay. All right. So I'll throw a few things out at you, and then you can give me your opinion. The Ocean Strand, you really covered that pretty well. I like your ideas for that. How about the master plan for Gumbo Limbo?
I'm actually not familiar with that master plan for Gumbo Limbo. I lived very close to Gumbo Limbo. I would bike down there and walk down there and enjoy the aquariums, everything that had to offer. But if you could perhaps educate me on that, I'd be happy to hear it.
Well, I think Gumbo Limbo have kind of been the orphans of Beach and Park in the city for a while. I mean, the facility is over 25 years old. And they have designers that have, designed a beautiful new facility. They actually get more tourists than Meisner Park. So it's a very important asset to the entire city.
Sure.
But how about acquiring land outside of the city, city boundaries? I know the district is bigger.
Yeah, I mean, I think that if our taxpayer dollars from the district can be used to do that, I would very much be in support of that because, today I went south and into Broward County. It took me 2 minutes to go to Chick-fil-A to grab lunch. So we're all very close to the surrounding areas that aren't necessarily beach and park proper or city of Boca Raton proper. But if there's prime green space that's available for a good price, I think that I would certainly be open to acquiring and developing that for our taxpayers.
Mm-hmm. Well, is there any additional information that you'd like the voters to know about you?
Yeah, people may not like this, but there's no hiding from it. I am an attorney. Before this interview, I was doing legal work from my wonderful COVID home office. So I read the fine print. People should realize that I do my homework. And if I'm on the Beach and Park District as a commissioner, I will do that. Right now, there are no attorneys on the Beach and Park Commission. I think there needs to be at least one. I would like to be that person, really delving into the issues and making sure that mistakes aren't made, and if mistakes are made, that they're corrected in a timely manner.
Mm-hmm. Well, is there any way that voters can get in touch with you if they have questions or if they want to contribute to your campaign?
Certainly. I have an odd name, and it's Eric Pendergraft, and that is my email address is just ericpendergraft@gmail.com. I got that one. No one else got it.
Okay.
So if they email me at ericpendergraft@gmail.com, I'm happy to read and reply.
Okay. Well, we wish you the best of luck, Eric. Thanks for coming on and talking with us.
Thanks so much for your time, Katie.
We'll be watching the polls on August 18th. Good luck.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
That's it for today, everyone. Thanks for joining us, and we hope you'll keep your questions and comments coming into bocafirst.org.